Hello YouTube and welcome to this new video on Genshin Impact. On today's program we are reacting to stuff. We have the trailer for the version, which will tease us for the new story. Now without further ado, let's get right into it. Although first, I need to turn myself into an owl as usual to avoid blocking the subtitles. Finally, let's actually get into it.
This is where our spaceship landed when Lumine and I first arrived in Teyvat.
Oh wow, okay.
All I remember is Lumine waking me up and us leaving the ship.
Whoa, they start with that.
It came. It passed through all the graves.
Lighthouse, hope, everlasting night.
What is this?
Look upon my flame.
Oh,
Return to your graves and forever rest in peace.
Song Jinwoo is here. Oh, I never noticed he had long hair.
Be silent.
Man, he does really look cool.
The long sleep beckons.
This is what makes me want to pull for him.
Viewing the world through human eyes is like looking into a kaleidoscope. It is so complex and yet so beautiful.
Ad Astra Abasask.
Wait,
Welcome to Nod-Krai, Dominion of the Fatui.
where is my Catherine? No.
Please, here you go. And if you ever need anything else, don't forget to make the great Lord Saint-Lefay your first port of call.
Ah, God.
Interesting.
Well, hello there.
Sincere apologies. I am unable to come down and greet you at the present moment. I will have to converse from up here.
What is wrong with an FR?
Do either of you need my help with anything? Anything at all? After all, I'm the head of this household. Chew on this. Flash attack!
What is
Kavaki.
this?
It is a unique elemental force found only in Nod-Krai, or rather, a pure, primordial form of elemental energy.
They say that each of their moon chanters has had access to an ancient relic that lets them see the true past.
I am still trying to piece together the many fragments of our past. It is a story not only of the Frost Moon Scions, but also of the moons themselves.
Okay, she has a
We
beautiful
Frost Moon
voice.
Scions are the last descendants of the ancient golden realm of Hyperborea. Follow me and bask in the soft light of the moon.
Man, the music is beautiful.
Forest, protect us.
And so are her animations.
Forest. It is also said that when the moons shattered, most of their fragments rained down upon this land like stardust. Yet, successive generations of Frost Moon Scions have always passed down a prophecy that one day the moon goddess would return. That prophecy did indeed come to pass, though not quite.
I still wish to return to the moon that belongs to me.
Wait, that was
The
Columbina.
Fatui built their research facility on top of the remnant over on Paha Isle, but they've had their sights set on the one here, too.
The sacred relic of the Frost Moon Scions. It's been stolen.
Today's encounter is merely a courtesy call, a friendly warning, if you will. I strongly advise you not to stand in the Fatui's way.
The Frost Moon Scions will never hand over anything to the Fatui. With your blood, we shall draw an inviolable line in the snow.
No irregularities detected in the duct. You're wrong. Just because Nod-Krai lacks a ruler at present, that does not mean it should not be ruled. We Fatui are simply establishing a new order.
Kuvaki ammunition fully loaded. Assessing risk level maximum.
Holy shit, what is that?
Territorium of Secrets has always striven to abide by a policy of strict neutrality. We do not take sides with any faction in Nod-Krai.
Oh, Lumine!
I suspect your spaceship has been intentionally hidden away.
Are you wondering if your sister might be in cahoots with the Fatui?
I'm not asking you to trust me. Just don't try and stop me.
Oh no.
Take care. The moon can be treacherous.
Oh my god. So many things happened. There is so much in this trailer. I mean, I know they are teasing Lauma and Flins and also Aino, so these characters did take a bit of time in the trailer, but good grief, the story seems absolutely epic. I certainly did not expect them to start off the trailer with mentions of Lumine and Aether's spaceship because, I mean, this is a big deal. So maybe we might learn more about it. Although, towards the end of the trailer, I believe it was Inefa's voice who said, "I suspect your spaceship has been intentionally hidden away." So we might not actually learn anything new. I don't really know. We'll have to wait and see. Depends on whether or not we find our spaceship. But I am very curious to see what the spaceship looks like, how it was designed, because that might give us some clues about Aether and Lumine's planet of origin, or what it was like, I mean. And then, of course, we have our first in-game appearance of Sandrone. And I am not disappointed, because the one thing I always wanted, and I feel like many people wanted the same, is that Sandrone always has to appear with the robot. Although some people speculate that the robot might actually be Sandrone and the girl on the hand of the robot would actually be another puppet of some kind. Which could actually make some sense given the fact that our new Catherine looks, strangely enough, very much like Sandrone. So either this is a Madame Herta situation where she actually made puppets of herself, or all the girls that look like this, including the one that stood in the hand of the robot earlier, are actually all puppets. But that begs the question then, where is the real Sandrone? Is she actually the big robot? Or is she somewhere else entirely and we've actually never seen her? Of course, I can't talk about one Fatui Harbinger without talking about the other, being Columbina. And she looks beautiful. Her design is absolutely lovely. I hope that she does become playable, just like Sandrone. And I say that because we've seen what happened with Capitano. While I do appreciate what happened to him in the story, it made sense, but I still wanted him to be a playable character. I suppose that just means that now I realize how Signora Mains feel and have been feeling for the past few years. But off of design alone, she is a must-pull for me. Though there are quite a few characters that seem very interesting to pull for. But before I actually mention those, there was one thing that struck me. And no, I'm not about to talk about her feet, but there is a reason why I stopped on this specific frame. It's because of the subtitles, saying that there is a prophecy that one day the moon goddess would return. And strangely enough, they show us Columbina. I personally had no idea Columbina had a straight-up connection to the moon goddess, maybe even being the moon goddess. Although, and if I'm not mistaken, these words were spoken by Lauma, and she says that the prophecy did indeed come to pass, though not quite. So Columbina might be the one from the prophecy, but she's not quite what they expected for some reason. Now, to get back to my point about the characters, this man is the one I'm going for during this version, because he looks absolutely amazing and I love his animations. This frame, and I've mentioned it on stream because we had seen a teaser for him, and this frame is what convinced me I need to pull for this man. That being said, I will admit that Lauma seems very interesting. I love her voice. Her design is actually pretty good. I like the fact that she can turn herself into a deer. It's actually quite funny and could be useful for exploration, but I do not have the funds to pull for both, so I have to make a choice. And I have chosen, I am sorry Lauma, but Flins is the way I will go. I suppose it is worth mentioning that Aino exists, but I don't have much more to say about her. She is cute, but if you've ever watched any of my streams or videos, you would know that I am not a fan of children-type characters in my games. So I will probably get multiple copies of her when I pull for Flins, because she's actually on the second half of the patch, strangely enough, which is actually even more strange now that I think about it, because they showcased Flins first and then Lauma, and yet Lauma is in the first phase of the patch and Flins is in the second. I genuinely don't really understand what's going on there, but oh well, it gives me more time to save for Flins. And then there was this portion which very clearly hints at an epic battle at some point. I don't know if we'll actually get to see it in this patch or later on, but this is magnificent. This looks like there is going to be a massive war in Nod-Krai, and I am there for it. And you know what? This is actually a perfect transition, because the next scene is about Lumine, and it seems like we are going to get to spend a little bit of time with Lumine once again. I don't expect that we'll spend the full quest with her, because, well, Lumine is a bit of a tease, you know? She just shows up, stays for 5 minutes, yaps a bit, and then goes away. She's basically been doing this for the last 5 years. But of course, there is this specific voice line: I am not asking you to trust me, just don't try to stop me. So that definitely hints at a conflict between the Traveler and the Abyss sibling. I mean, look at Bro, he's definitely ready to fight. Though technically speaking, this is nothing new. The game has been hinting at a potential conflict between the siblings, because they quite simply do not see Teyvat the same way. Still, not gonna lie, there was so much in this trailer, and it actually got me really excited about Nod-Krai, because I didn't really know what to expect from it. But after watching this trailer, I am genuinely excited for it. I just wish that Flins was in the first phase, because I want to pull for him straight away. But like I said, having him in the second phase gives me a bit more time to save a bit more, and perhaps hopefully I will even get his weapon, we'll see. Anyway, I am quite excited about this version update. I assume anyone watching this video has probably already discovered quite a bit of Nod-Krai, so let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and if you found this video entertaining or helpful in any way, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, as it helps keep the happy in Happy Owl TV. As I've said before, I am going to livestream Genshin Impact's version 6.0 later today at 6 PM Central European Summer Time, because I usually tend to stream story-related content every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 6 PM Central European Summer Time, and every Saturday at 4 PM Central European Summer Time. On that note, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video or the next livestream.